Mike's Magic Minute. And this is going to be a time saver and money saver minute if you're having problems with your starter with starting your car. Now, granted, mine's a Dodge Ram 2500, but this is the lesson that I learned 18, 19 years ago doing my starter on my Dodge Durango. And when I changed it out, I got nothing. And I sleuthed around the wiring and tried to see if there was something wrong with that. And the wiring that goes, that powers your starter, goes from the fuse board, and your fuse board's gonna look something like that. It might be a little smaller depending on what car you have and a different place, but it's pretty easy to find because it's always pretty close to the battery. And on the battery, you're gonna have a jumper from your positive over to the fuse board, which will supply your starter. And that the wire that goes down to your starter has got really solid sheathing, and it's got heat resistant protective cover on it, so it's probably not going to be your problem most of the time. What's probably going to be your problem most of the time is your 30 amp starter fuse. I wasn't going to let you guys enjoy watching me try to pull this out if I can't find pliers or a fuse puller, because they're a bitch to pull out. So be sure you get a fuse puller. You don't want to damage the other fuses. But these things, they're not like the little tiny ones you see with 5, 10, 15, 3 that are in your furnaces and cars and stuff. It's a little bit bigger. It's like a little rectangle, clear window. And there's a tiny little silver bridge in there, if you can see that. And you see how there's a little break in the bridge? That means your fuse is bad. And that'll generally happen pretty much all the time when you're having starter problems, because you're getting jumps from people, you're doing a lot of jumping, you're doing a lot of starting and stopping of your engine, and you changed your starter, so you're unhooking stuff. You also want to make sure you clean your terminals really good before you hook that back up down there, because the one at the end of that wire I was talking about could be kind of rusty and dirty. But it does have a cover on it. Make sure it has its cover on it, so it should have protected it to keep that crap out. But that's a $6 part at Napa, and there's the old one, or actually, yeah, this is the new one. We don't want to put the old one in. That's something that you don't want to do, and I can't say that I've not done that before. But there is the new one, and they do go in pretty easy. They don't come out easy, as I said. They're a bitch, but they just pop right in. It doesn't really matter which way they're facing. I like to have them all facing so I can read the amperage, and none of them are upside down, but that's just because that's how my mind works. I don't want to see upside down numbers. And there you go, $6. And that's going to save you a lot of sleuthing, a lot of money. You probably don't need a new battery. Another thing is take your battery, put it inside your house, put it on a charge so that not only does it charge up, but it's warm. And then you're probably going to be good to go, unless you don't have enough cold cranking amps. You might need a new battery. Put it on hold, it is. But if it's less than 4 years old, probably just needs to be warmed up and charged, and get yourself a 30 amp fuse for $6. Mike's Magic Minute. Time saving and money saving tip minute.